All right, before it gets too late, it is time for our fantasy booking segment that still does not have a name. I think that should just be the name of it. The fantasy booking segment that doesn't have a name.
I'm cool with that.
There we go.
Because I could not think of a good name for it.
All right, that's the name for it, people. That's the name. All right, last week you had Taboo Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And let me get the results because I did not look at them yet. I wanted to be surprised myself.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to send me the results. I was like, you sent me the results? I was like, he must ain't looked at it. Now I really want to know.
All right, your kickoff match was Isaiah Swerve Scott, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin in the Taboo Tuesday rules match, which was, obviously crowd voting on the stipulation, Iron Man Falls Count Anywhere or a steel cage match. The crowd voted for a 30-minute Iron Man match. And the winner, Swerve.
Wow, really?
Swerve. Yep, Swerve won the Iron Man. Then we had a singles I Quit match, a.k.a. a chop fest, as you called it. And you're, surprisingly, Sheamus. Sheamus survived.
Really?
Yeah. Sheamus survived this.
That's really surprising.
And remember last week when you had a fatal four-way women's match, I said there was a three-way tie going into the last hour? We have a three-way tie finish.
What?
Rosemary, Mia Yim, and Naomi are all tied with 9 votes. Su Young has 1 vote.
Jesus, that's surprising.
Yep. So we have, what do we want to call this? We're going to call this a no contest?
Basically. I'm had to figure out something for them the next pay-per-view to try to get their voting.
Yeah, and it was a no contest in the Monsters Ball women's number 1 contender match for champion Gail Kim, who won last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a no contest. All right. Moving on. In the what was this? The tag team eliminator tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Grizzled Young Veterans defeated Mustache Mountain.
Wow. That actually sounded like that was a good. What was the voting on that?
That was this was a close one. It was 10-9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 10-9. Yep. Then we had Private Party defeat the Rascals, also in the tag team eliminator tournament. And the main event, also under Taboo Tuesday rules, the crowd voted for what type of match? A I Quit match. So we had 2 I Quit matches on this show. And the winner was Cesaro.
And just how I knew it.
So he's now one of your number 1 contenders for the WWF Championship.
Nice.
So I guess you have to book another match for his opponent going into your next pay-per-view.
Oh, I got a match for him. I got a match for him going down the road or who he's going to fight.
Yeah, I'll send you the results. That way you got the actual answer. And I do not have a pay-per-view this month. So my second episode of Warzone, we're kicking it off with a real wrestling clinic. Yes. Bryan Danielson will be taking on Adam Cole, baby. And this is for the Openweight Pure Championship Tournament, the round robin tournament. So this is like the 4th or 5th match because everybody has to face everybody else in the tournament. There's 8 people. So that will be That'll be just be a straight up singles match. Next up, Michael Cole, baby, is going to interview Paul Heyman about an update on as to his Brock Lesnar wanting into the world title picture and being left out by GM Shane McMahon last week. Next up, we have a 6-woman tag team match. We're cleaning up the details from 2 matches last week. We have the Iconics and Tanel Dashwood versus Jordynne Grace, Rachel Ellerling, and Charlotte Flair. Because we both sets of women had weird finishes to their matches, so their GM Shane said, "We'll just do all this together. We'll solve everything at once."
Basically, that sounds good.
And next up, also in the open weight pure championship tournament, Damian Priest versus Alberto El Del Rio El Patron, that guy that's currently in jail. What? I think he's in jail. I don't remember if he got locked up. I know he got charged again, but I don't know if he's actually locked up. So yeah, Damian Priest versus Alberto El Patron. And then we have a tag team match. The New Day versus SCU. Standard tag team, not 6-man. Standard tag team. So I believe we're going to have Woods and Daniels on the outside. It'll be Kofi and E versus Scorpio and Kaz. Because Kaz doesn't have a match in the open tournament this week, so he can go tag this week. He can work a tag match. Next up, a promo from GM Shane O'Mac. He's going to respond to Paul Heyman why Brock was left out of the world title picture, because we want a fighting champion here in EWCWE. We want somebody who's going to show up every week and show the crowd what a real fighter looks like. We don't want just suplex F5. We want a showman.
And so we getting Brock from 2000 with him here.
No, Brock Lesnar's just not getting a world title match, period. That's it. He's got to earn it. He's got to show up. He's got to put in the work like everybody else, and he'll get his title match.
Like I said, Brock Lesnar from 2000. Remember? The man wrestled every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, yes. But here in EWCWE, if you want a world title match, you got to earn it. Doesn't matter who you are. You got to earn it.
Nice.
And next up, we have another tag match, and this is the tag team tournament for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Again, you and your partner, if you win the tournament, you then become the number 1 contenders for the title. So you have to work with your eventual opponent if you want that title match bad enough. So this week we have Finn Balor and Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis and W. Morrissey, a.k.a. Big Cass. Cass XL. And our main event will be for one of the number 1 contenders for the TNA Women's Championship. It is a gauntlet match. It's going to be Asuka. It's going to be Mickie James, Bayley. I wrote Bayley twice. Who else was supposed to be in this match? Jesus Christ.
It was Bayley the Ding Dong versus Bayley with the inflatable wacky tube man.
This was one of those is supposed to be Serena Deeb. So let's go back to that again. Asuka, Mickie James, Bayley, Serena Deeb, and Nyla Rose will be in the number 1 contender women's gauntlet match, and that is my main event for the evening. And that is the second episode of Warzone.